And I believe we are back.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Uh, yeah, that my internet sucks. Sorry, guys. That was my bad. Um, where were we? Oh, so we were talking about
Man, that's crazy.
man. That's crazy. Yeah. So, like I said, if you don't know what's going down right now in Ukraine, um, then you guys should know that there is obviously an invasion by Russia. The neighbors came over and started invading Ukraine. If you guys don't know, well, what's crazy is that we're in the sixth day of this invasion. Day 4, which was 2 days ago, a team of elite Chechen commandos were sent into Ukraine to hunt down and assassinate President. I believe his name is Volodymyr Zelensky.
Yeah.
But the Ukrainian government has reported that death squad, the elite Chechen Commando death squad, was eliminated by security forces. I guess these forces were countered by 2 death squads, and they were sent on to him Tuesday.
Wow.
He said that Ukrainian forces got intelligence about the planned attack, and they had destroyed that Chechen unit before it even reached the capital. So, special operation that was carried out directly by Kydro, Kydrovitz, I believe that's how you pronounce it. To eliminate the president is fully known to us today, and can say that we received information from representatives of the SFB who today have no desire to take part in this bloody war. It was insane to hear that now President Putin, the Russian president, has been sending in death squads to take out pretty much the Ukrainian government, starting with the president. And obviously everybody that knows that this man's trying to install a puppet regime into this country so he can go ahead and pretty much use it for its resources and kind of gain back what they had lost in previous, World War.
Yeah, yeah.
I've heard plenty of people say that this man is completely out of his mind because, like, it's you against the world, bro. Like, why even try? Like, and it's such a bold move, and then to go on live TV and threaten every country on this earth, like, with nuclear arsenals, like, this man is completely lost his mind, man, and I really hope that we see the end of this soon. Continuing on with that, obviously the war in Ukraine. If you guys had noticed it yesterday, so day 5, this war had spread into a nuclear plant that is located in Ukraine, and in doing so, the Russians trying to seize this nuclear plant ended up sparking small fires from heavy artillery shells, and this fire had been set, and it had briefly raised worldwide fears of a catastrophe resembling Chernobyl. And if anybody knows what Chernobyl is, Chernobyl was a nuclear plant that had a meltdown in 1986, which is ironically located in Russia.
Yeah.
So, these guys are going crazy with it, man. It's really, really scary to see this, especially for the kids in this world.
Yeah.
This war it's pointless at this
Yeah.
point, like,
Yeah.
there's no point of having it, man. It's sad.
It is.
It's sad. I don't know if you got anything to comment on it, man. Like,
I just my whole my heart and thoughts and prayers go out to not just Ukraine and the whole situation there. Russia now is obviously, when it comes to this, what I'm gonna share has nothing to do with it, but like with everything going on, who knows? It could spark up something even worse, and that's what we're praying that it does not happen. At least me, man of faith, I'm praying that it does not lead towards that situation. But for now, Russia has been just eliminated from everything. When it comes to sporting events, when it comes to certain representation of Russia. Russia's not going to be able to participate in the World Cup this year. They're not going to be able to, I think, they haven't been participating in the Olympics. They do have representatives of them, But like everything going on, with Russia right now, it's just I don't think it's necessary. Just like you mentioned with the whole Ukraine thing, it's just not necessary at all, and now we're suffering the backlash from
Yeah,
it.
it's like, what do you gain from it? Nothing but an ego boost. That's all you're gonna get from it.
Exactly. So, and now we are suffering the consequences. With
Mhm.
the whole economy kind of just skyrocketing with everything. And just the scary part about it is all the the victims that have already been that are suffering now, that have already suffered, and this battle that just continues to get worse and worse every single day. So our thoughts and prayers are going out to not just Ukraine, but everybody in the world that are just suffering from this just invasion that Russia is doing. So with that being said, let's just continue with some more music. If you want to hear more about that, you can watch Fox News or whatever it is news station that you are keeping up with the whole update on what's going on with the whole Russian-Ukrainian situation. So with that being said, let's keep it going with some more music. This is our Detroit Boom Bap mix. Shout out to I Breathe Design, Depress with MASH.
Lately I've been feeling like I need a fit on that squad. No, said I plead a fifth. I made my peace with this. Got through the keys through this. I found my peace through this. Like watch me lead to this. If head not in a mind and can bet I'm finding the logic. Who's doesn't seem demonic. Who's left? Let's roll up this chronic. Use breaths to honor these sonics. Find it a tad bit harmonic with all this trauma we pocket. Mama, I don't know how to stop it. Mama, I don't know how to stop it. No, I don't know how to stop it. No, I don't know. And if I could, would I? And if I should, would I? Guess that's just more noise to the music. Let me not lose it. I'm using a way that I play with these illusions and manage to keep it moving. I'm in a whole other mosh pit. Fuck home, I feeling God sick. Home's where I die slick. Oh, don't act like you wouldn't mind it. Meantime, I'm rhyming, picking apart my time and fixing my off alignment, shifting my other iris. I've been lacking, I'll admit, but never acting as you is. Passion is ass in these titties. He's just lost in this gritty. Is he? I knew he was shifty. Miss me with all of that static. I've had it. I ain't got no genie or jasmine. It's just me and this kush. And the homie saying when I need a push. Painted as you will. Made it on the field. Dodging all these kills. I up on my meals. I just need a hill. You don't know the feel. Beating all they pills. Higher than these hills. Fire to these chills. Maya city's fills. Liars let it thrill. I'm just here to feel. Layers roof to fly. Haters going blind. Focused on my shot. You jokers can get dropped. This phone got me locked. Go ahead and lose your thigh. Hey, lately I've been feeling like I need a fit. On that's why I said I plead a fifth. I made my peace with this. Got through the keys through this. I found my peace through this. Like watch me lead to this. Like watch me lead to this. If head not in the mind, it can better find in the logic. Who's that's seeming demonic. Who's left us roll up this chronic. Use rest to honor these sonics. Find it a tad bit harmonic. With all this drama we pocket, mama, I don't know how to stop it. And if I could, would I? And if I should, would I? Guess that's just more noise to the music. Let me not lose it. I'm using a way that I play with these illusions. Manage to keep it moving. Manage to keep it. If you feeling lost, come and get a clue. Notice it costs and you don't pick or choose. I knew some dudes who would give up their shows and others who would run on some jewels or shoot up a school if it meant that they could get right with this pen. Ironic, cause all I had to do was write with this pen. That was the second that the flicker began. Ain't believing God, but now I speak to him with the flick of my pen. Only few minutes in, hoping this shit don't end. Coping with the echoes of my sins. Scoping out my brand new skin like they don't know who that dude is. But Matthew did, maybe ask him shit. If you feeling lost, come and get a clue. And one of us might just end up on the nose with an interlude. Not committed to his act. More on these principles. My bars thick, they ain't subliminal. Nah, it's for anyone that's feeling criminal. Go ahead and try me. Grew up trying to fuck shit, learn to fuck shit without an army. Your words glossing feathers to this mind. It's nonsense. You really need to stop it. Think outside the box, pull you boxed in. Or nah, I could use the toxins. It'll help with this rhyming. Once he gets going, you cannot stop it. Rolling so much weed, I need Rellos by the boxes. Hold up, got me locked in. Thought I almost lost him. I'ma show you how I got this. It's funny how I got this. I was feeling opposite, something way more ominous, but now I'm chasing harmony. This is for all of me, including y'all. Each of you snakes are just a part of me, but go ahead, try to start with me. I would love to spar with me. This shit is like a spider me. Got God spotting me, so if it don't work out, it's cause he ain't that fine to me, or you hit the lottery. Either one is plausible. I've been feeling like this is destiny long as it's audible. DMT brought the dominoes, I'ma see how high this high I go. I promise that I ain't liable, yeah. If you feeling lost, come and get a clue. Notice it costs and you don't pick and choose. I know some dudes who would give up the shoes, and others who would run up some jewels or shoot up a school if it meant that they could get right with this pen. Ironic, cause all I had to do was write with this pen. That was the second that the flicker began. Ain't believe in God, but now I speak to her with the flick of my pen. Yeah, with the flick of my pen. Yeah, with the flick of my.
And that was Depressed with MASH. Let's keep it going. Next up, we got Leif Erikson with Cumulus.
More relaxed, just, kind of just reflect on life. Shout out to the good life. Living a good life. Lord, I just do this, it's no problem, I won't miss. My target and my aim is not easily attained. I remain at the top of my game, clearly hear me, never will you see me disappearing. All formulated by my action and my theory. Reverse the curse, generational building. If the feeling mutual, then the knowledge grow. Politics exposed, that's principle, fundamental and essential. Man, let's go. Something like the ghetto gospel speaking. He's in rare form, lessons form. Killer beat on the MIC with no giver. We about to live up, celebrate with a tip cup. And my mind state is like cumulus. My mind state is like cumulus. My mind state is like cumulus. Waving from the clouds like cumulus. All to the crowd is cumulus. That's cumulus. Okay. Fortified in my nature. Prefer peace of mind over piece of paper. Same one that they live for, the same one that they kill for. They still want more. They kick down doors like ATF. Don't hold your breath, cause you're still suspect, so they do it to death. Turn up the AC, cause it's too much heat. All my dogs got plenty pull in the street. Positive contact is a clutch hitter. Ventilation out of orbit, that's much different. Put the autopilot on via satellite. And when you up there, high by the moonlight. Out of mind, out of sight, even though the budget tight. We gon' get the right price, living in a paradise. Roll dice, never crapped out. Got the whole plan mapped out. My mind state is like cumulus. My mind state is like cumulus. My mind state is like cumulus. Waving from the clouds, cumulus. To the crowd, that's cumulus. Waving from the world, that's cumulus. Let me take you back. Let's do this, do this. We just lay back a little bit, viewing the world from a whole nother perspective. Shout out to Batman. Better made forever. 50 records, Insect Records. A new arrangement, Architect Entertainment. My mind state is like cumulus. My mind state is like cumulus. Waving from the crowd is cumulus. Stratus, Nimbus, and all the rest of them. So we out.
And that was Leif Erikson with Cumulus. Let's keep it going. Next up, we got ATM Crown. Where's the lighter?
Where the lighter? Get high shit. Look, I inhale, and then I went where other men fail. Kill the acting, you ain't Denzel, tryna give the whip hell. I'ma slide when I fishtail. Blunt must be from New York, cause this a big L. No, I can't smoke it in one session. After this, ain't gonna be no thinking, I'm done stressing. Catch the boy in Dunham's undressing the gun section. Still ain't got a chain, fuck flexing, I'm up 7, I've been toasted. And when I loop it, this shit hypnosis. Been a busted till it's clicking like this bitch broken. I die of lung cancer before I quit smoking. And run no cookie in 5 minutes got me Jim Johnson. I can't quit laughing, cause shrooms got me on my level and y'all big capping. Pocket full of lint, can't be convinced you in this bitch trapping. Talking about got court in the morning, that's an infraction. I bet they hardly noticed. Most of my youth was in detention, it was party going. Smart dudes go hard too, have my retarded moments. Fuck a Adderall, I smoke weed cause it be hard to focus. Yeah, I be zoning in. Shorty coughing from exhaustion, tryna hold it in. Finna grip him up for 5, let him go for 10. Smash daughters, tell him that's water. Hope the hoe can swim. Look, it's all about the mindset. Digging this shit fresh, I'm dead. Ain't got revived yet. From the neighborhood, no, I don't hang around the projects. But might fuck with Huncho, serve custos to ride back to the west side. Then tell him stop at Nikki D's. Bae say she wants some White Castle. Tell me pretty please. Roll another blunt. Bitch, I'm fried like some chicken wings. I can't foul, that shit wild, ain't no penalties. Where the lighter? Yeah, no, I'm for real, where the lighter? Need to roll something, tryna spark something, get me higher, look, where the lighter? Already got this bitch pearl, look at where the lighter? Tryna spark something.
And that was ATM Crown, Where's the Lighter? Before we get into the music again, let's quickly talk about what are the songs of the week. What songs made songs of the week this week? It was a tough choice, especially for me. But as soon as I heard this song, I was like, yeah, this is definitely song of the week. It was a very catchy tune. Just the bars go hard. The whole production of this song is just amazing. So I was like, man, this song is definitely one of those songs where you can just keep it on repeat. And it definitely is a nomination for Song of the Week. So without further ado, my Song of the Week for this week is the artist you just heard, ATM Crown, with I'm Not Industry. When I heard this song, I was like, damn, this dude is dropping bars, and it's just a hot track. So shout out to ATM Crown. I'm Not Industry is Song of the Week as my choice. What about you, Z? What do you have for Song of the Week?
Oh, it was unanimous. I didn't care. Another one of his songs is one of my songs of the week. This gentleman, oh man, Danny S. and Kid Castro with Confess.
Ooh,
Definitely was a hard track. I was able to get a sneak peek of it before it dropped. Before the finished production was done on it, and it was amazing then, and it came out fire afterwards. So shout out to Danny S. and Kid Castro. My song of the week was Confess.
Hey, so are you ready to find out who won for Urban Rhythm Radio Choice for Song of the Week?
Yes.
It was neck and neck at first, right? We had 3 choices. We had Nesta 100K with Cockpit Flow.
Mm-hmm.
We had Roxy Santi with Chilling, and we had Gigi with I Say No. And man, I was looking at the stats, and at first it was like, okay, we got 1 vote, we got 2 votes, it's kind of evened out. But then all of a sudden, it just like boom, like majority votes. Like there was no competition after that. Like it was just like, okay, this song is definitely Song of the Week. So for Urban Rhythm Radio Choice, the Song of the Week goes to Gigi out of Dayton, Ohio with I Say No. So the majority of the votes were for Gigi. So shout out to Gigi out of Dayton, Ohio. Her song I Say No is Urban Rhythm Radio Choice for Song of the Week. So let's get it going with the Songs of the Week. Let's kick it off with my choice for Song of the Week. This is ATM Crown with I'm Not Industry.
That's water.
Corona Sessions. Look, hey. I'm sitting here like I done gave my all and y'all spit in my face. You hating and we never met, no, it's a blick in my waist. You ain't my brother back on my space, you wasn't in my top 8. Look like the apocalypse now, like that Tupac tape. Fuck it, hey. I guess I wasted my life. Was hard-headed, thought I'm way too smart to take some advice. Was bar-headed, I've been off them GGs day and the night. Cigar-headed, I keep flowers like a gardener's wife. Peep gang, turn around, show the bag, freeze frame. Ay, but they gon' act like you ain't put in no time. I used to think I see the realness when I look in your eyes. Until I saw behind the curtain and got took by surprise. This fucking industry is greedy and capped out. Like how the fuck you dissing dog for airing your mans out? Don't tell them how you poor, but you gon' keep with the bad mouth. On quarantine, just chillin', only leave for the gas house.
I gave you all the love I got, I gave you more than
still on you. Learn how to mix on Fruity Loops and started fucking with the Pro Tools. Shit, I even built my own booth. Was only 22 and still dealing with the struggles we all go through. Could cop some bows, but that's a bold move. I'd rather keep it legit, cause that's old news. I get by, but I don't get the recognition deserved. These bitches is birds, I like them, but the chick is preferred. Since a kid, I've been slick with these words. It ain't shit new to me. Me and Granny rhyming together since I'm like 2 or 3. Knowing that 90% of y'all couldn't fuck with me. Don't let me get my foot in the door, cause you gon' be stuck with me. Mama telling me to keep going. Now that's a different feeling. They gon' talk your ear off about bullshit because that shit's appealing. Don't need a paintbrush to paint. They gon' get the picture. Might pour a 4 up in the faint. Like who gon' sip it quick?
And that was ATM Crown with I'm Not Industry. That was my choice for Song of the Week. Let's keep it going with Z's choice. This is SwZee's choice for Song of the Week. Danny S featuring Kid Castro with Confess. And that was SwZee's choice for Song of the Week. Danny S featuring Kid Castro with Confess. And now we end it with the Urban Rhythm Radio choice for Song of the Week. Out of Dayton, Ohio, this is Gigi with I Say No.
Raspo Beats.
I say no. Devil, you can't have my life. I say no. Devil, you can't have my mind. I say no. Man, I'm tired of all the lies. I say no. Yeah, I already won this fight. I say no. It stops right here with me. I say no. I have authority. I say no. Devil, bow, you have to flee. I say no. I said no, 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 no. I said no, you have to go. I'm speaking up, it's time to go. Ain't allowed, I close that door. The king I rep, the king I'm for. You have no choice but to speak lies. I know your games where you like to hide. Trying to take me out, but your hands are tied. Cause the king I serve cannot lose a fight. You keep on trying, but it stops with me. You have to bow to this authority. I know you mad, but the Christ in me conquered death and hell just to set me free. You tried to take out my daddy though. Mental illness, man, you gotta go. It stops with me, ain't no question though. I speak with power, and I say no. Devil, you can't have my life. I say no. Devil, you can't have my mind. I say no. Man, I'm tired of all the lies. I say no. Yeah, I already won this fight. I say no. Devil, you can't have my life. I say no. Devil, you can't have my mind. I say no. Man, I'm tired of all the lies. I say no. I said no, 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 no. Calling Jesus, he will set you free. He didn't bear that cross just to bleed. Please tell someone if you're in need. We're here for you, we're your family. Suicide, it's time to say goodbye. Jesus came to give abundant life. I'm on his side cause they pierced his side. Both my fathers are up in the sky. No, you cannot do it on your own. I rebuke the lies that say that you're alone. Do not isolate, please pick up the phone. Right now healing's coming to your home. I speak freedom right over this song. The flesh is so weak but the spirit's so strong. You're not alone, he's been there all along. Stay in his presence, that's where you belong. I say no. Yeah. I say no. I say no. I say no. I say.
And that was Gigi out of Dayton, Ohio with I Say No. That was the Urban Rhythm Radio choice for Song of the Week. Right now we're going to take a little break from the music and get into our halftime debate. I know we're a little late, but bear with us. We're going to talk about halftime debate. And, this, when I try to come up with, like, what could we debate about this time? Last week we debated on electric cars versus gas-powered cars, which right now I'm leaning towards electric.
Yeah.
Because of these gas prices.
Literally. Because it was like last week we were like, no, I'm going to stick to my muscle cars. And then this week's like, no, I'll take an electric car.
Yeah.
Yep, I'll take it.
Yeah, give it to me.
Right.
Especially with these
I'll
gas.
take everything I've ever said back.
So I was having a conversation with one of my good friends, one of my best friends, and for some reason this came up, and I was like, you know what, I want to know what the listener has to say.
Mm-hmm.
What do they think? But I also want to hear from you because, growing up in Detroit, this staple, this food.
You brought it back home. I love it. I love it.
It started in New York,
Mm-hmm.
right? The Greek, I think it was the Greeks.
Yeah, it's Greek inspired.
Yeah,
I guess you could
right.
say.
Okay, so the Greeks somehow migrated to Detroit, and then it stuck here in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
And when you think about it, Coney Islands are a staple for Michigan, right? Especially in the hood, Detroit, Metro Detroit. Coney Islands are the spots. And for those listening, if you're listening and you are on any other part of the world that is not Michigan or Detroit, or Metro Detroit at that, Coney Islands in Michigan and Detroit is like your typical, well, not typical, but it's like your diner, right? Mm-hmm. It's the diner where you can get, breakfast at, 11 p.m. or something, like you can have your eggs, waffles, your pancakes, whatever it is, right? So Coney Islands is like a diner, much better though. But one of the main staples, one of the best things to get at a Coney Island, a lot of people would agree, is the Coney dog.
Coney dog.
What is a Coney dog, you ask? Well, it's a chili cheese dog. What is a chili cheese dog? If you don't know what that is, the way they make it here in Michigan is obviously you start off with your hot dog bun, then your dog, and then if that's not enough meat for you, you just slap more meat on it because it's chili, right?
Mm.
And then you top it off, whatever it is. If you like mustard, and you finish it off with diced raw onion. And that is your typical coney, right? That's your typical coney here in Michigan. But I want to ask you, if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, wherever you're watching, what would you say is the best coney dog or the best chili dog in Detroit? Where can you find it? It's been a while since I've had a chili dog because I don't really eat meat like that.
I knew it. I knew it. You see, because me and my wife were talking about it, and she's like, I was like, I'm pretty sure he's like going vegan or something like that. Like, he's not really a big meat eater like that. She's like, there's no way. I'm like,
No,
yeah.
not vegan. I still eat pork and chicken and stuff like that. I just don't eat like beef. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't eat beef, especially barbacoa and all that stuff. It grosses me out.
What?
Yeah, so I don't eat like that type of beef, like
But
that meat.
But you eat puerco still? Like,
It depends on how it is.
Okay, how it looks.
It depends on how it's cooked. Also, so my fiance, she does a mean pork tenderloin. When she was like, "You're gonna try this," I'm like, "I haven't eaten pork in like 5 years, right?" And she's like, "Just try it." She got me hooked on pork again.
Oh my
just because of
God.
that reason alone, right? So I don't really eat beef like that, right? So I haven't had a chili or a coney dog in a long time because
Yeah,
the chili, it's like meat based.
Yeah, it's got the
ground beef and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah. So sometimes I would substitute it. It's not the same though.
No,
you
it's
substitute
not.
it with like turkey ground beef or like a turkey chili or something like that. It just doesn't taste the same, right? But when I used to eat those, there was always one spot I used to go to because they were hands down the best to go to, right? But before I give my answer, if you're watching right now, what is the best chili dog in Detroit? What is the best coney dog in Detroit? Where can you get that? We had, I think, a couple comments on Instagram. One of the choices, which I'm not agreeing with, is Lafayette, Coney Island, which is in downtown Detroit, right? And it's that rivalry between American and Lafayette. I would say neither.
Nah.
Neither of those.
Neither of those.
I don't think neither of those even make the like. Some would say
Not
you
even
know,
top 10, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Not even top 5. Like, ugh.
Some people would disagree. They would say Lafayette is one of the best. Some would say American
No.
is one of the best.
We've said it plenty of times here on the show. If you pull up to a Coney Island and it looks like you're gonna get shot, that means the food is gonna be amazing.
It's gonna slap.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna slap. Before I give my answer, just let us know, where is the best Coney dog that you can find in Detroit? Drop it in the comments on YouTube. Drop it in the comments on Twitch. Let us know, where do you think is the best place to get a Coney? For me, when I actually got to try both, right? I got to try Lafayette and American. I walked out there unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to those two, I lean more just Lafayette. I don't know why. Lafayette, like the chili.
It's probably the chili.
It's a lot better. But the dog, it wasn't the best.
Yeah.
And then American had the best dog.
But the chili
But
was
the chili
ass.
was, it was, no. To this day, I've never had it. And I don't think I'm going to have it because I just don't eat it anymore.
Yeah.
Never. And I know you're going to look at me like I'm crazy. Never have I ever tried a Dooley's Coney.
What?
Never.
What? Oh my God.
Never.
Oh my God.
So
Oh my God.
I don't even know if that's fair because I haven't tasted it, right?
Oh my God.
I've tried Columbos, and they were all right.
Oh my God.
They were decent. But to this day, I've never had Dooley's ever in my life.
Like, you never had anything from Dooley's?
Never.
Oh, so you're just a Columbus fan then. So
Well,
you just
I mean,
always went to Columbus?
kind of.
So it's
Yeah.
like, don't ever fix the thing that's not broken, kind of thing.
Yeah, basically.
Kinda.
Yeah. So.
Well, you see, I was always the Dooley's kid. I grew up with, my uncles. They all loved Dooley's, and then my cousins were all Dooley's fans. And then I got with my girlfriend / wife / baby mama / everything under the sun.
Your partner in
My
life.
partner in crime.
Yeah.
And when I got with her, she was a big, huge Dooley's fan too. So it's like, but I will have to say my favorite Coney, and you're gonna think I'm crazy. Not crazy, but you might think I'm
Who knows? Maybe I might agree.
Family Tree.
Yes, absolutely, hands down.
Family Tree
That
is
was
my favorite.
Yep, that's my choice.
My
Definitely.
favorite.
I'm not even gonna lie. Family Treat, I think it's very underrated. A lot of people don't.
The
they're like,
cheese sticks, bro.
Bro, just the chili cheese dog itself. Like, where else can you get a foot long?
Oh my
Like,
god.
never could I ever imagine that you can eat a foot long chili
Yeah.
cheese dog, a foot long coney, right? That was the spot we
Oh,
always
man.
go
and
to.
it was so cheap. You get it for the big ass dog for $3, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it was amazing. Like, even now, like, the original comes with mustard. I take the mustard off, add extra onions, and then ketchup on it. And oh my god, it slaps so. Like, shout out to Family Tree.
Yes, they should be opening soon.
They are open.
Oh, they are open.
They're
already,
open.
yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to get me a Coney tomorrow. Now that you said that, I'm pulling up on them boys tomorrow for lunch.
And like, how Detroit can you get, right? 'Cause
Exactly.
The Coney dogs is a big staple here.
Slapped right dead middle of Southwest Detroit.
Yep.
So everybody in the hood knows, like, yeah, Family Tree was a spot. But honestly, I can't knock Dooley's because Dooley's has been around for so long.
Mm-hmm.
I give them a strong second, like, because when Family Treat's closed in the wintertime,
Yeah,
Dooley's is my spot.
Dooley's, yeah.
Or Alpha Coney Island's got some really good food too. They're on 4th Street and Waterman.
Okay.
Amazing food. Amazing food.
Yeah, but yeah, I told you we were gonna agree. Family Treat.
Family Treat.
That's what I grew up on. That's the Coney dog that I remember. That's nostalgia,
Like the ice cream, the fried foods,
everything,
like
everything.
everything.
And it's cheap too.
Yeah, definitely. They are located at 2010 Springwells Street in Detroit. For all of our downriver listeners, out-of-state listeners that come through to visit, make sure you guys hit up Family Treat when you are in town.
Yep.
You will not be disappointed.
It's funny because when I had my friends from Texas come out, my Christian friends, right? They were gonna do a show in my old church, and they're from the Valley. They've never been outside of Texas. They did go out of state, but they'd never been to Michigan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "Whoa, when we go to Michigan, we want to try. We want to go down 8 Mile. We want to go see, this and that." And back in at that time, Hardcore Pond was on TV, so they wanted to visit that. But they're like, "We want to taste the food. We want to see what's different here." So I took them to Family Treat. You guys are gonna try a foot-long Coney dog.
You guys are gonna eat what I eat every day.
Exactly.
Bro, we used to like scrape change together to go to get ice cream, and it's so cheap too. The ice cream's so cheap, bro. Like,
And it's good, and it's been around for
the
years.
kids meals for the parents out there that have kids. The kids meals, you get a little slushy and an ice cream plus the main entree and a side of fried. Like, it's completely beats McDonald's down the street.
Oh yeah,
completely
for sure.
beats out Burger King up Vernery. Like, it's completely better, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I don't. Other than Family Tree and Dooley's, and I give Columbo's their thing. Like, I don't think there's anybody around like that does food as good and as fast as they do.
Yeah. So shout out to Family Treat, and for us, hands down, I think it's the best Coney dog in Detroit, and I think the whole Metro Detroit area.
Definitely,
Yeah.
I'm going to get one. I'm gonna take a picture and I'm gonna post it to the page because that sounds so amazing. Thank you, bro. Because now I know what I'm having for lunch tomorrow.
There you go. So yeah, I think I don't think we have any more comments when it comes to the best chili dog. Some say Lafayette, but I would disagree and say that Family Treat.
How dare
Definitely.
you guys just disrespect Family Treat like that? That is so disrespectful.
Yeah, shout out to Family
Have
Treat.
you had a chance to take your fiance yet?
To Family Treat? No, I have not. So now that it's open,
You're gonna have to, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially even if it's just for like an ice cream date, bro.
yeah,
Like,
the ice cream, yeah,
and
so good. I
like-
remember getting the cherry. I think it was the strawberry or cherry dipped.
yeah. Oh, Oh no, me and my wife, when we go for like ice cream or small stuff like that, when we get rid of the kids for school, we'll get a banana split with no coconut,
Ooh.
and we'd get their fries freshly fried and just
Oh yeah.
like a Frosty from Wendy's, but it's
Yes.
so good, bro.
It's much better.
So much better. So yeah, definitely you got to take her, bro. You have to
I
get
think
get her reaction and everything on camera.
we're here, you know, we'll do a TikTok or something.
Right, exactly. So yeah, definitely, bro. That I completely agree. I don't think there's a debate there at all.
No.
Whatsoever. Like hands down. And if you got something to say, we fighting. We bucking.
Yeah, so shout out to Family Treat and definitely the best Coney dog for sure, hands down. So that is the halftime debate, and let's keep it going with some more music. This is our Detroit hip hop mix. YSB Roll Ice. This is Transformers.
All right. Hey, I mean this shit. Hey. I mean shit. Here we go. Hey. I got my young dog in the back. All right. Hey. We in the building. Let's get it. Hey, I mean this shit. Hey.
Told my dog to hold up, I'm about to get my shit in order. And mix a little bit of lean with this essential water. Get a nigga body drop chopped and left on the border. You know my niggas come to shoot like the fourth quarter. Drop the addy, cause I deliver like the transporter. Man, you know these niggas switch quicker than some transformers. You a acting ass nigga, yeah, you a good performer. I'm real lights, I been ballin', fuck a bench warmer. 23 thou on me now, like I play for Jordan. Yeah, I used to walk in the street, but now I'm pushing foreign. When they see the fit, I swear to God, they gon' think I'm soaring. Got the top and put your bitch out, cause she was kinda boring. Standing on the gas in the Roy, got the engine roaring. My dog in love with the drink, I told him keep on pouring. Hit your bitch with this nightstick, she gon' keep on snoring. 900, last night they gone by the morning.
Nina gave a nigga a headshot cause he ain't get the warning. I know where to go on the road, I don't do exploring. Tell your bitch to stop calling my phone cause I don't do ignoring. Yeah, and I mean that shit cause I ain't do recording.
Told my dog to hold up, I'm about to get my shit in order. And mix a little bit of lean with this essential water. Get a nigga body drop chopped and left on the border. You know my niggas come quarters.
Drop the addy, cause I deliver like the transporter. Man, you know these niggas switch quicker than some transformers. You a acting ass nigga, yeah, you a good performer. I'm real lights, I been ballin', fuck a bench warmer. Yeah.
That was YSB Roll Ice with Transformers. Let's keep it going. This is Riverside Sherwood with You Ain't Gang.
Is this the B team?
It's Riverside, bitch. I don't want your bitch that hoe messy. My dog on tip, best not test me. Yo ho on tip, she just text me. Praying for it on both knees and then she bless me. Yeah, she gon' blow me like I chew. We gon' get trippy like I poo. I'm with the bros in the town too. You ain't with gang, we will clown you. I don't trust niggas, that shit iffy. No new friends, that shit risky. I'm serving grams on the 10 speed. Got them fiends throw, hella froze, Walt Disney. I'm in the back with the blick. I pull a foe and a simply. Double cup cold, gotta mix it. About to get thrown like a frisbee. On my mama, I ain't seen a drought. Plug house chopping out. We about to air him out. The fuck you niggas scared about? I got your mama's whereabout. Ain't saying shit on the phone. I bet you niggas hear me now. K-clip is longer than telegraph. On your ass, everywhere you at, like I telepath. Leave you stretched, they gon' have to put you on a helipad. It's hella bad. I ain't hiding, nigga. They know where I'm at. I don't want your bitch that hoe messy. My dog on tip, best not test me. Yo ho on tip, she just text me. Praying for it on both knees and then she bless me. Yeah, she gon' blow me like I chew. We gon' get trippy like I poo. I'm with the bros in the town too. You ain't with gang, we will clown you. I don't trust niggas, that shit iffy. No new friends, that shit risky. I'm serving grams on the 10 speed. Got them fiends throw, hella froze, Walt Disney. Feds wanna go and lock me upstate. Guess they not a fan of my feng shui. Do they really wanna see me snatching lunch trays? Make another suffer cause they wanna see me front page? No elf on a shelf, the smack in my lap. Just made a stack, now it's back to the trap. I was dead broke, ain't going back to the past. Back in that mask, back to your back, doing bad. I'ma have to show these niggas who the man. From Rouge on down, bet they know who I am. I'm peeling gotta do a scam. I said I'm peeling off a stack, I ain't gotta do a scam. I don't want your bitch, that hoe messy. My dog on tip, that's not test me. Yo hoe on tip, she just text me. Praying for it on both knees and then she bless me. Yeah, she gon' blow me like I chew. We gon' get trippy like I poo. I'm with the bros in the town too. You ain't with gang, we will clown you. I don't trust niggas, that shit iffy. No new friends, that shit risky. I'm serving grams on the 10 speed. Got them fiends throw, hella froze, Walt Disney.
Super Sauce Bros.
And that was Riverside Sherwood with You Ain't Gang. Next up, we got the Splash Brothers. This is Gotta Get It. That was Riverside Sherwood with You Ain't Gang, and we're continuing with the Detroit hip hop mix. First, you heard YSB Real Lights with Transformers. Then you heard Riverside Sherwood with You Ain't Gang. And coming up right now in just a little bit, this is the Splash Brothers with Gotta Get It. And this is part of the Detroit hip hop mix.
I'm so stuck in my ways, I can't admit it. 100 ways to get rich, I gotta get it. No label, my nigga, we independent. Whole team move as one, we all winning. I'm so stuck in my ways, I can't admit it. 100 ways to get rich, I gotta get it. Gotta get it. No label, my nigga, we independent. We independent. Whole team move as one, we all winning. I can see these niggas lost, so let me lead the way. I know some niggas with some talent, let it go to waste. My bitch pussy priceless, I got expensive taste. Where I'm from, we drop bodies in the broad day. So I'm always on point, I'm never lacking. Whole family hustle, I just happen to be rapping. Went from running through these streets, now I'm running through these beats. And if it ain't about money, then it don't involve me, preach. I was taught to get this money as an adolescent. Every L I ever took, I took it as a lesson. I bounced back even harder, only made me smarter. Niggas hating from the bench can never be a starter. Niggas wanna be a star, can never play the role. When that pressure on, I done seen the realest fold. Niggas talking, but they really don't want it though. They know that we a flood on they block like a levee, bro. I'm so stuck in my ways, I can't admit it. 100 ways to get rich, I gotta get it. No label, my nigga, we independent. Whole team move as one, we all winning. I'm so stuck in my ways, I can't admit it. 100 ways to get rich, I gotta get it. No label, my nigga, we independent. Whole team move as one, we all winning.
I gotta get it, 7 digits, that's a big business. Look me in my eyes and you can tell that I'm really with it. I've been grinding, these niggas cap, no fitted cap. I'm the reason niggas got the hood on they back. Late nights grinding just to shine like a diamond. Waited on my time, now it feels like it's perfect timing. There's levels to this shit, we bust down, rollie lit. Every time we step in the room, they focus on the drip. All gas, no brakes, even when the lights change. Only time we chance the shit is when we in a dice game. You know the vibes, nigga. We ain't never switch sides, and when it's time to ride, they always gonna ride with us. We taking off and they ain't fucking with us. Got a lot of niggas mad cause they know that they ain't coming with us. Told hustle, just be patient, this shit take time. A million ways to get it, so I gotta get mine.
I'm so stuck in my ways, I can't admit it. 100 ways to get rich, I gotta get it. No label, my nigga, we independent. Whole team move as one, we all winning. I'm so stuck in my ways, I can't admit it. 100 ways to get rich, I gotta get it. No label, my nigga, we independent. Whole team move as one, we all winning. This the power circle, all my niggas self-made. Million ways to get it, so all my niggas self-paid. When you come from the bottom, only way is up. More focused on my hustle, trying to run it up. Real precise how I move. Been through it all, you couldn't walk in my shoes. Walk came sealed, so we pouring by the tubes. Fucking with my niggas, quickest way to make the news. That's on some other shit, cause we trying to get rich. If it don't make money, then it don't make sense. Me and broke can never coexist. That's why my pockets full of grip like a closed fist. Still independent as it gets. Still putting on for my city. Still rhyme for my niggas and they rhyme with me. No matter what, we gon' get to the bad. Because we remember all them times though that we never had. We gotta get it, nigga. I'm so stuck in my ways, I can't admit it. 100 ways to get rich, I gotta get it. No label, my nigga, we independent. Whole team move as one, we all winning. I'm so stuck in my ways, I can't admit it. 100 ways to get rich, I gotta get it. No label, my nigga, we independent. Whole team move as one, we all winning.
And that was the Splash Brothers with Gotta Get It. Before we keep it going with some more music, we're going to take just a small little break and talk about another one of our favorite segments that we like to call What's Good in the Hood, where we share some of our favorite spots. Sometimes they don't even have to necessarily be in the hood, but they're just some of our favorite spots to hit up every now and then. For me, there's this spot, the only like spot around when I go visit my fiance. She lives in a more white populated, so it's like more
predominantly Caucasian.
Yeah, yep, exactly. And there's not a lot of spots around, but like she lives about 10 to 15 minutes away from Waterford.
Okay.
Which is, right next to that is Pontiac, which is very populated with Latinos and especially Mexicans. And there's this spot like just 15 minutes away from her house that's called actually they just opened up a Shayla's Bakery over there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so there's a Shayla's Bakery, and then there's another Mexican restaurant, and then there's a very underrated Mexican spot called Motor City Tacos. And when a lot of people pass by, they say Motor City Tacos, like that doesn't sound like authentic or nothing. They have like,
that doesn't sound appealing at all.
No, right? Right next to it, you have a Mexican restaurant called San Jose. So a lot of people lean towards that. They're like, oh, yeah, this has got to be authentic. It's in Spanish. And then you got Motor City Tacos, which is right, like, next door. And a lot of people look at it. They're like, oh, no. Like, it looks like a almost like a Jalisciense.
Okay.
Or like if you go to downriver, like Lincoln Park, kind of like Los Arcos or Sin Límite,
Sin
right?
Límite, okay,
You know how they have the store and then they have the tacos right there?
Yeah, the tiendita, and then they have the food,
Yeah, so that's how it is at Motor City Tacos. You have, as soon as you walk in, to the left is the little small grocery store, and then to the right is the actual Mexican restaurant. And they have, it's not a big, spacious place, but it is, like, nice and comfortable, and their food slaps, bro. So when I'm over there...
So it's kind of like La Mexicana right there on Springwells and Verner.
Yeah, basically, exactly. So, and it's so good, bro. Last time we went in there, it's been a minute since I had Mexican seafood, right? And I had the camarones al mojo de ajo, which is like a garlic, shrimp, like just drowned in like garlic sauce, right? And it was so good. I was like, man, and it's a good portion too for what you get. I'm not a big fan of like paying a lot of money for small portions, right? So they gave me a big old. I was thinking, I'm like, a mejor no voy a llenar. I'm not gonna get full, so I might order like another taco or whatever. As soon as I seen that plate, bro, I was like, yeah, there's no.
Said, nope, this is going down.
That's it. So it was nice portion. You had your little salad, your rice and beans. Your main entree was the shrimp. Tortillas, bro, it was amazing. It slapped. The tacos there are bomb, and it's one of those spots where it's very underrated, especially because of the location that it's at. It's like on a main road heading towards Pontiac. But it's a really nice spot. We've been there a couple of times. We've been there quite a few times already, and we always go there because it's the closest grocery store, Mexican grocery store. When we like to make homemade salsa verde, right? So they have your tomatillos, your jalapenos, and you can stop and get some tacos too. So you just do your grocery shopping and get tacos on the way out. So, and it's so good, and it's in Waterford Township. It's on 4530 Elizabeth Lake Road in Waterford Township, Michigan 48328, and it's called Motor City Tacos. So if you're ever in the area out there, be sure to stop by Motor City Tacos. It is just a really great spot, especially when it's out of the hood.
Yeah,
I think that's the hood. That's the closest to the hood.
It's like home away from home.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's a really good spot. I really, really recommend it. So if you're ever out there, be sure to check it out.
I know what I'm having for dinner tomorrow. Tacos.
Yeah.
Tacos from
lunch, coney dogs, and dinner tacos.
Tacos. I swear, bro. That's you literally set my courses for tomorrow. For me, this week, it's not going to be any kind of like food or anything like that. This week, if you guys have anybody out there, go ahead and comment. Let us know if anybody has suffered from any of those storms that we've been having recently.
Oh yeah.
Whether it be the really bad rain, affecting your in-home devices, meaning your internet, like some people here, or whether it be vehicle issues due to the inclement weather. But this week, I wanted to go ahead and acknowledge a towing company, a fairly new towing company that actually, it kind of reminds me of the story of Forrest Gump. Like, do you remember where they're like trying to shrimp? They're trying to shrimp and they just get nothing but junk out of the water, and then big storm hits and all the boats get destroyed and they're the only ones that are left and they make a fortune.
Yeah.
Well, this is literally almost like the same thing, bro. So SwZee Towing is a family-owned business and operated by the owner, Chuck SwZee. They provide emergency roadside assistance 24 hours a day, and they also buy junk cars. So any cars that you guys want to get rid of that are just taking up some room in your driveway, you can hit these guys up. They will come and tow it, take it, and as long as you have the deed or the title to it, it's gone. And they have amazing, excellent customer service. This is SwZee Towing. Like I said, if you guys suffered from any of that kind of inclement weather, this guy literally, he made about $1,000 a day that whole week.
Wow.
That it snowed. About $1,000 a day, bro. And he said that it was nothing but flat tires, broken axles, yeah. So if you guys, and they're reasonable prices, they work with everybody's budget, they help everybody out. You can get a hold of them personally to get your stuff towed or taken care of at 313-400-6713. That's 313-400-6713. And you can reach them at their email at lazostowingservice@gmail.com. I also believe that there's an app that you can, it's like a roadside assistance app, and he's listed on all those kinds of apps as well. So
nice.
Make sure you guys go ahead and reach out to him. He is a friend's father. He's been a huge business entrepreneur, like practically his whole life. Like every time I talk to him, he's doing something new. Like 2 months ago, he had a restaurant and sold it.
Okay.
Week after that, he had a truck, sold that. Now he's got a towing truck. So, and this is something that he's really takes pride in. He likes doing this kind of work. So,
nice.
Like I said, you guys have any kind of issues with your vehicles, getting them from point A to point B, from a disastrous break or flat, make sure you hit up SwZee Towing.
So shout out to SwZee Towing, and shout out to Motor City Tacos in Waterford. So that's what's good in the hood. Let's keep it going with some more music. This is our Detroit Latin mix. The man who had Song of the Week, chosen by SwZee. This is Danny S. with Ahora Yo Gano.
Estaba dolido cuando tú te fuiste de mi lado. Y estoy agradecido porque me di cuenta lo que valgo. Ahora hago lo que quiero sin nadie que me dé drama. Y otra baby se entran en mi cuarto. Yo estaba dolido, pero ahora yo soy el que gano. Me costó olvidarte, costó no amarte. Mucho reflexión quería darte. Y llegó el día, te despedías. Esas lágrimas eran de mentira. Mientras yo dolía, tú te reías. Cuando tus amigas tú ya salías. Ya tenías otro y yo solo herías. Y así me di cuenta que nada valías. Pero nadie te amará como te amé yo. Nadie te abrazará como lo supe hacer. Ahora yo ya no te quiero, que quieres volver. Si algún día supliqué que regreses a mí, bórrate esa memoria que yo no estoy para ti. Que otras mejores que tú me tratas muy bien. Estaba dolido cuando tú te fuiste de mi lado. Y estoy agradecido porque me di cuenta lo que valgo. Ahora hago lo que quiero sin nadie que me dé drama. Y otra baby se entran en mi cuarto. Yo estaba dolido, pero ahora yo soy estaría contigo, no sería ahora lo que soy, baby. Salgo con mujeres, noche de placeres, y solo en mi mente, mi dinero y mi gente. Si por ti morí, por mí reviví, llévate la mala vibra, no te quiero aquí. Pero nadie te amará como te amé yo, nadie te abrazará como lo supe hacer. Ahora yo ya no te quiero aunque quieras volver. Ja. Fuck it. Estaba dolido cuando tú te fuiste de mi lado. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Y estoy agradecido porque me di cuenta lo que valgo. Yeah, yeah, Ahora hago lo que quiero sin nadie que me dé drama. Y otra baby se entran en mi cuarto. Yo estaba dolido, pero ahora yo soy el que ganó. Yeah. Danny S, baby, tú lo sabes así. El que canta, escribe, produce. Yeah, let's go.
And that was Danny S with Ahora Yo Gano. Next up, we got Goyo featuring Agabo with Pienso en Ti.
Siguen los recuerdos en mi mente, pienso en ti frecuentemente y tal vez pensarás que estoy demente. Hace tiempo que no sé nada de ti, dime dónde te puedo encontrar, no puedo dejar de pensar en ti. Oh, oh. Hace tiempo que no sé nada de ti, dime dónde te puedo encontrar, no puedo dejar de pensar en ti.
Que todo se habló, cero sentimiento, nada de amor, pero Cupido me traicionó. Ahora estoy como un loco buscándote, recordándote cuando te tuve encima de mí. Me dejaste hipnotizado con el aroma de tu piel. Baby, dime dónde estás porque ya te quiero ver. Desde hace tiempo te ando buscando, pero no te encuentro. Me dejaste tu beso tatuado por todo mi cuerpo. Pienso en ti, aunque no lo creas. Te has convertido en mi obsesión. Dime cuándo te volvería a ver. Por favor dímelo ya, mujer.
Siguen los recuerdos en mi mente, pienso en ti frecuentemente y tal vez pensarás que estoy demente. Hace tiempo que no sé nada de ti, dime dónde te puedo encontrar, no puedo dejar de pensar en ti. Oh, oh. Hace tiempo que no sé nada de ti, dime dónde te puedo encontrar, no puedo dejar de pensar en ti. Oh, oh.
No contestas las llamadas, no te veo por las redes, yo solo aquí encerrado en estas cuatro paredes. Mi cuerpo te necesita, mi corazón te prefiere. Yo tanto que decía que no creo en las mujeres, a veces le pido a Dios que escuche mi corazón. Si un día te vuelvo a ver, quiero pedirte perdón por los errores y las fallas que de tonto cometí, que no puedo dejar, baby, de pensar en ti.
Oh, oh, oh. No puedo dejar de pensar en ti. Oh, oh, oh. Siguen los recuerdos en mi mente, pienso en ti frecuentemente y tal vez pensarás que estoy demente. Hace tiempo que no sé nada de ti, dime dónde te puedo encontrar, no puedo dejar de pensar en ti. Oh, oh. Hace tiempo que no sé nada de ti, dime dónde te puedo encontrar, no puedo dejar de pensar en ti. Oh, oh.
Ya tú sabes quién soy yo, Acabo, dímelo Goyo. Estamos rompiendo.
And that was Goyo featuring Agabo with Pienso en Ti. Next up, we got Oxys with Pati.
Bebé, me tienes loco por probar. Lejos de aquí yo te voy a llevar, yeah. Olvida todo lo que vayan a hablar. La gente siempre van a comentar, yeah. Pero eso no te debe de parar. Bebé, tan solo déjate llevar. Oh yeah, yeah. Y ya tú lo verás, que baby no soy como los demás. Tan solo dime si tú eres capaz de dejar todo atrás. No sé, bebé, tú eres la que sabrás. Si olvidar el pasado tú podrás. Es que baby quiero hacerte sentir como nunca te han hecho sentir. Yo sé que te hicieron daño, baby. Conmigo no te vas a arrepentir. Hoy contigo me voy, hoy. No importa lo que pase, pa' ti es que yo soy. Hoy contigo me voy, hoy. Tú sabes que eres mía y sabes lo que doy. Bebé, tú eres mía y eso ya lo sabes. Pégate a mi piel que ya tú me tienes grave. De tu corazón yo quiero tener la llave. Entrégate, baby, antes que el mundo se acabe. Tú sabes que yo nací para ti y yo sé que tú naciste para mí. Si me sigues yo te voy a seguir y tu fantasía voy a cumplir. Yeah, que te tengo ganas desde hace meses. Ven, pégate a mi piel que quiero que me beses. Que te arrodilles pero no es pa' que tú reces. Quitándote la ropa yo sé que te enloquece. Quiero meterte como Cristiano mete un gol. Chingándote en mi cama haciendo el amor. Pa' fumar, baby, yo tengo cada sabor. Y pa'l bobo que te ronque yo tengo un tambor. Me voy, hoy. No importa lo que pase, pa' ti es que yo soy. Hoy contigo me voy, hoy. Tú sabes que eres mía y sabes lo que doy. Yeah. Me voy, hoy. No importa lo que pase, pa' ti es que yo soy. Hoy contigo me voy, hoy. Tú sabes que eres mía y sabes lo que doy. Yeah, 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 yeah. Apocalipsis, dímelo magic. Dímelo magic. Yeah, 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 yeah.
And that was Oxys with Pati. And before we end it for tonight, we got topic of the day. So be sure to call in 313-288-5070. That's 313-288-5070. We got topic of the day. We began this Wednesday with Ash Wednesday. And obviously it starts the Lent or the Cuaresma, as we say it in Spanish. And it's typically something that you give up for 40 days and 40 nights. Almost like Ramadan but when it comes to Ramadan, I think they go a little bit more extreme with not eating anything during the whole day. So props to all the Muslim believers when it comes to Ramadan, because I would not be able to pull that off. But when it comes to the next big holiday coming up is Easter, and it's 40 days leading up to Easter. We got Ash Wednesday, and then starting this week is when Lent officially starts. We had Fat Tuesday on Tuesday, right? With
Yep.
the punchkis and, very traditional.
Did you get one?
I did not.
I didn't get a chance to
I didn't get a
either.
chance to get one either. So I was like, man, I really want one. But yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get one. But yeah, topic of the day. Do you practice Lent? And I can't speak tonight. What do you usually give up for Lent? What is something that you give up? For me, I can recall, I was talking to my fiance the other night, and I can recall just a couple years ago, I started practicing with the church, and they had this thing called the Daniel fast. if you're not familiar with the Bible, there's this man in the Bible. His name is Daniel, and basically he didn't eat like meats, nothing, right? All he ate was vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
So they had this thing going on where you had like the fast or the Lent, the Daniel Lent or the Daniel fast, and I literally ate vegetables for like 20 days straight. It was the toughest thing ever, especially living in a Mexican household. Because
Yes.
almost every meal is meat based, right?
There's a piece of carne asada
Everywhere. Like at breakfast, lunch, dinner, no matter what time it is, it's got to have your protein, your type of meat, right? And it was so hard.
And double protein at that because they'd give you frijoles too.
Yeah, exactly, right? So that's one thing I actually ate with frijoles, and I was like, this is the closest to protein I'm ever going to get throughout these 20 days, right? And it was so tough, bro. It was like, man, like, I don't know what I'm doing with my life right now, just eating vegetables. And it was hard because this happened when I was in the valley. I was down in Texas, right? And my dad and my parents always wanted to go to Reynosa, which is literally across the border, which is like Detroit and Windsor, right?
Yep.
So down there in the valley, the closest is Reynosa, which is literally right there. And we would go to Reynosa all the time, and it was tough because we would go to places where they wouldn't even offer any like vegetarian plates.
So you just had to sit there and watch people
eat or just get a hamburger and take the meat off. And just eat whatever was it, the cheese and the lettuce. It was tough. But I was like, I'm gonna do this, and I did. So I don't think I'm ever gonna do that again.
I would never.
I would not.
I'm sorry, I can't give it up.
Yeah, no, like
not meat. No,
it was tough. Is that something that you do though? Do you practice it or?
Unfortunately, no.
No.
We, not really.
No.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. Honestly, like I don't even do New Year's like resolutions or anything like that. Like promises, none of that. Because I'm a terrible person when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm more of like a wherever the wind blows kind of person.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
that makes sense.
Like,
that makes sense.
I'm not a nah.
Yeah. So if you're watching live on YouTube or Twitch, listening live, we have the topic of the day. Do you practice Lent, and what do you usually give up for Lent? Or what are you gonna give up any? I know you say you don't practice it, but let's say you did. What would you give up? What is something that you would say, I'm giving this up for 40 days?
For 40 days.
It's a tough one.
That's rough. It probably have to be carbonated drinks.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, definitely carbonated drinks. So like the sodas and the spritzers and the stuff like that.
Yeah.
If it's not water or real juice, then yeah, everything else. Yeah, definitely probably carbonated drinks.
Carbonated drinks? Okay.
Definitely.
I would say sweets, and it's a tough one. It is. Because sweets is like, I have sweets right in front of me right here. I'm tempted, right? And it's like, I don't know. I think I could go out, I could go 40 days without sweets, but it'd be tough. It'd be really tough.
Nah, I don't think so.
Every
bro.
time I would, see an ice cream shop or like
that's what I'm saying.
Cookies or like some
the checkout aisle at Walmart.
Yeah, right.
All the candies.
They
are
always hit you with the sweets at the end, right?
Or the Prince Valley aisles where they just bombard you with all the Mexican candies,
or the bakeries, like you smell the bread, like Starbucks, going to Starbucks or like any other coffee shop that offers like muffins and like all them pastries, like
Sheila's.
Shayla's, Shatila's. Oh, bro. I don't think I could go 40 days without
that. Now that you think about it, you're like, wait, maybe not.
Yeah,
it's a rough one, bro.
It is.
It's tough. Like
it is.
That's like it's like giving up almost an addiction, for 40 days cold turkey, like.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
That's like asking somebody that smokes cigarettes to stop smoking cold turkey for 40 days. There's no way. It's hard.
It is.
Or an alcoholic. Or a pothead.
Yeah. Or for me, I don't really do it that often anymore, but like junk food and fast food, I was always like a big person who, especially like right after work, you don't want to cook, and you just pick up some fast food, right? I think I would lean more towards fast food, like not eat any fast food. But other people have said, I'm gonna give up, social media for 40 days, or I'm gonna give up, doing this for 40 days. So I'm just gonna read some of the comments. We don't have any callers. We don't have any more comments, but some of the comments that we do have on Instagram. I think this. I don't even know if I want to read this, but somebody said they would give up eating booty. Yeah. No comment. Because I literally.
I hope you got a toothbrush, a clean one after that.
Yeah, exactly. Another person said chips.
Okay.
Which is kind of leaning towards, junk food.
Junk food. I can see that. I can see that.
Junk food, especially after my last incident with hot Cheetos, I'm definitely giving up.
Why? What happened?
Oh, bro, I had a really bad stomach poisoning.
Ooh.
Right after. Yeah, it was bad. I think it was my acid reflux. I haven't had that bad acid reflux in a long time.
Yeah, because I have acid reflux too, bro. And that's,
yeah, and I try to tone it down when it comes to spicy foods because it's just.
That's what it is. The spicy food and the greasy food is.
Yeah,
what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, me da como grudas, really bad, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
So it's like I think fast food and junk food in general, I think I could give up for 40 days. So it's gonna be tough.
That's.
And I think it's more doable than the sweets. That's for sure.
I think I can do carbonated drinks because I'm huge. I love iced teas and, and fruit drinks and stuff like that. I could do carbonated drinks. Pepsi is a drink that I need to completely just drop altogether. It's terrible for me. I don't know what it is, man, but it's the only pop I drink. I won't drink any other pop. If there's no Pepsi, then I won't drink. I'll drink juice.
Yeah.
So or water. So I think literally Pepsi is the very last step of being completely carbonated free.
Yeah. For sure.
It's like I said, it's like an addiction, bro. I had a cousin that was really addicted to Pepsi, the sugar cane from it.
Yeah.
So it was rough, man.
Yeah, it's rough. So I don't think we have any more comments.
No callers either.
No callers. So. I think that does it for topic of the day. If you want to share any more comments, you can hit us up on Instagram, 31.3 Urban Rhythm Radio. Next up, we got our Southwest mix. This is Sombra with Bucana.
Stop playing with these niggas. Eternal.
Trago botas y tejanas como ranas. Saben dónde vivo si me traen ganas. No te confío si tú te llamas Ana. Fuck the Henny si me traen una bucana. Traigo botas y tejanas como ranas. Saben dónde vivo si me traen ganas. No te confío si tú te llamas Ana. Fuck the Henny si me traen una bucana. No quiero la fama, no más la lana. You buy views, me dijo tu hermana. You can't be me, te está saliendo canas. I be chillin', man, drinking una caguama. Tú me vistes hace unas semanas. Te tiré el barrio y tú no hiciste nada. Tenían miedo, lo miré en tu mirada. A mí me gustan las mujeres casadas. Soy mexicano que le gustan los corridos. Muchos me quieren tumbar, pero aquí sigo. Como Prophet sofocado en lo mío. Ustedes no ganan porque son muy creídos. Hay muchos datos que ya han caído. Si no conocen, no abren de lo que pido. En mi vida soy el único que decido. Hablan mucho, pero no saben que he vivido. Trago botas y tejanas como ranas. Saben dónde vivo si me traen ganas. No te confío si tú te llamas Ana. Fuck the Henny si me traen una bucana. Traigo botas y tejanas como ranas. Saben dónde vivo si me traen ganas. No te confío si tú te llamas Ana. Fuck the Henny si me traen una bucana. No viro mis raíces, soy vaquero. No soy como otros, no presumo de dinero. Tengo amigos que te mandan derecho hacia el cielo. Vatos de calle como Eri, somos unos guerreros. Que toquen esa canción, neves de enero. Rezo a mis sanjuditas, es siempre lo primero. Para que cuide a la gente que yo más quiero. No te olvides, culero, yo soy el mero mero. Traigo botas y tejanas como ranas. Saben dónde vivo si me traen ganas. No te confío si tú te llamas Ana. Fuck the Henny si me traen una bucana. Traigo botas y tejanas como ranas. Saben dónde vivo si me traen ganas. No te confío si tú te llamas Ana. Fuck the Henny si me traen una bucana.
And that was Sombra with Bucana. Next up, we got the Gutter Boys. This one's called Pull Up.
Walked in the club, about to pull up. Hopped off the whip, left the door up. They see me in the hood, throw the foes up. Boy, stop blind, y'all don't know us. Walked in the club, about to pull up. Hopped out the whip, left the door up. They see us in the hood, throw the foes up. Boy, stop blind, y'all don't know us. Boy, stop capping, grab a bag. Before I put my hitters on your ass. My trigger finger itching, so it's bad. About to leave him dead in the grass. If you see me pop the trunk, shut the fuck up. Then get your ass low, cause I'ma cut up. Her man's talking crazy like, what up? Now he in the morgue cause he jumped up on God. I set this motherfucker off, yo squad. Everybody in that bitch soft facade. We're not from the same cloth. I send 100 shots off the whip. Fuck you thought they call me gutter. Always on some bullshit, shorty ain't no other. Fucking up the club in the check with no rubber. Stay pouring liquor in my cup like a butler. For this 40 ball, she let anybody touch it. Catch me in the club flexing hard with my partners. All that goofy shit gon' make me grab the chopper. Beefing with the mob gon' get your ass chopped up. Now the hood flooded with a bunch of helicopters. Walked in the club, bout to pull up. Hopped out the whip, left the door up. They see me in the hood, throw the foes up. Boy, stop blind, y'all don't know us. Walked in the club, bout to pull up. Hopped out the whip, left the door up. They see us in the hood, throw the foes up. Boy, stop blind, y'all don't know us.
Walk in the strip with my shotters. Say the wrong thing and get shot up. I don't even drink, but order me a bottle. I love me some strippers, fuck a model. Throw some ones, cause I got it, I'm just spending up my profit. I'll take your heart when I won't pay no deposit. How much for the pussy? Well, I ain't paying nada. I'll pay you to leave, stay the fuck out my wallet. Got the boys in mafia, we're a crime family. Time is money, so I gotta get it rapidly. My bitch stays mad at me, cause these hoes after me. I ain't no rat, but I'm trying to get this bag of cheese. Watch out for the intruders, they could be some shooters. I'll send you boys to the church, nigga, hallelujah. Don't talk if it ain't about the moolah. Do get her getting chula, I'ma fuck her when I scoop her. Drop her off deuces, she sucked up my fluids. She's a nuisance, but I treat her real ruthless. Make her take 20 shots all back to back. Got her drunk, now she like stretched like a Cadillac,
Walked in the club, bout to pull up. Hopped out the whip, left the door up. They see me in the hood, throw the foes up. Boy, stop blind, y'all don't know us. Walked in the club, bout to pull up. Hopped out the whip, left the door up. They see us in the hood, throw the foes up. Boy, stop blind, y'all don't know us.
And that was the Gutter Boys with Pull Up. Next up, we got Pablo Pleasure. This one's called Mango.
Da 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 da. Shawty, let the mango. I just wanna see you let the mango. Girl, let the mango. Shawty, let the mango. Your friends, they all told you let them mango. Girl, let them mango. Girl, I swear it's a party with me. Tell your man he don't wanna get it started with me. Ooh, girl, ever since you left the party with me, girl, I only wanna ever see you ballin' with me. I never met a girl that's like you. You only got one next to strike you. Every selfie post I hype you. You fuck around and make a nigga wanna wife you. I know that bitch that's down in El Paso. No bullshit, but damn, that's a bad hoe. Once I blow up, I'm like, baby, where you at though? Such a cute face, but let me hit it from the back. Let the mango. I just wanna see you let them mango. Girl, let them mango. Shorty, let them mango. Your friends, they all told you let them mango. Girl, let them mango.
Know a cute thing that used to be Aaron gone. Mad cause a nigga used to leave her alone. Even changed her password 3 times on his phone. So she takes it out on niggas each and every song. Like damn little baby, why you stress so much? Twerking out the pain at night, girl, you flex too much. Cause you got a man at home, he don't give you love. And now your homegirls, they don't wanna see you stuck,
Baby girl, gon' let that mango. Get you right, baby, get a hendo. Take a vacay, baby, chase a rainbow. And don't forget to send me pics from different
Shawty,
let that mango. I just wanna see you let them mango. Girl, let them mango. Shawty, let them mango. Your friends, they all told you let them mango. Girl, let them mango.
You just need to let them men go. Girl, let them men go.
And that was Pablo Pleasure with Mango. And again, we just want to thank you for tuning in for 31.3 Urban Rhythm Radio. Before we end it for tonight, like always, be sure to follow us and like us on all social media: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, all 31.3 Urban Rhythm Radio. And if you're an artist or a small business owner, you would love to have your music airplayed on 31.3 Urban Rhythm Radio or have your small business promoted, be sure to send all your music submissions and all your small business promotions to 31.3urbanrhythm@gmail.com. And like always, if you're feeling generous and you would love to help the station keep going, be sure to send in all your generous donations to $313 Urban Rhythm Radio on our Cash App or our PayPal, 31.3urbanrhythm@gmail.com. Thank you so much for tuning in for 31.3 Urban Rhythm Radio. I am your host, Rocky Road 313, alongside co-host DJ Mastermind, SwZee, a.k.a. Temple Beats. And we have a huge announcement because on a weekly basis, we love to display some of the songs of the week, right? We want to shout out what songs were Song of the Week, the artists. So shout out to all the artists, the songs that are just fire every single week. And we choose them on purpose. You know, it's a tough choice, but we choose them on purpose because we feel like they deserve to be, Song of the Week. So with that being said, we are happy to announce that starting next week, we're going to have the Urban Rhythm Radio Madness Tournament. What is that? Well, we are in March, and, for NCAA basketball, it is just the tournament, the March Madness that they call it. And we're basically going to be choosing my top 16 songs that have been airplayed, that have been featured on 31.3 Urban Rhythm Radio. Z is going to choose his 16, and they're going to go head-to-head, and we're going to have a March Madness tournament style, right? But we're going to call it the Urban Rhythm Radio Madness Tournament. Z's top 16, my top 16, they're going to go head-to-head, and then we're going to crown what song is the very best that has ever been played on 31.3 Urban Rhythm Radio. So be sure to stay tuned next week. It's going to be amazing. We're going to start it off, maybe early in the week and narrow it down leading up to the end of this month. So just be on the lookout because the Urban Rhythm Radio Madness Tournament will begin next week. And with that being said, be sure to tune in next week. I am your host, Rocky Road 313, alongside SwZee, a.k.a. Temple Beats, co-host DJ, mastermind of 31.3 Urban Rhythm Radio. And y'all have a very blessed and great weekend, warm weekend here in Michigan. So just be sure to enjoy it. And we will see you next week. For the past few weeks, there's been, scheduling stuff going on. So just be on the lookout to see, on Thursdays when Z is hosting by himself. So be sure to check us out next Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. here on 31.3 Urban Rhythm Radio. Y'all have a good one, and we will you'll see us, and we'll chop it up again next week. We're going to end it with Logos Palabra. I think that
Logos Palabra.
Oh, Logos Palabra. There you go.
Yeah, I meant to tell you that too. My bad. My bad, Logos. My bad, Logos.
So, you're listening to 31.3 Urban Rhythm Radio. We're going to end it with Logos Palabra featuring Young Prophet. This is Coronando. Y'all have a good one.
Ya sabes que tranza, it's your homie Prophet. Aquí con la conecta, con mi compa el Logos Palabra. De Detroit hasta Flint. Ya sabes, cabrones, no nos dejamos. Del Midwest, mundialmente rifando, compa. You already know what it is, homie. We've been on the grind, you hear me? DVR. Let's get it. Todo lo que tengo en la vida me ha costado. Ni la fama ni el dinero me ha cambiado. Siguen chingando, pero vamos coronando. Seguimos ganando, seguimos cantando. Todo lo que tengo
Oye general, soy 100% cabrón, el mero chingón, el horrendo dragón. Mando soldado y demonios, puro quemazón. Yo soy tipo de vato que nunca se raja. Este jale fue trazo de sangre, este escuadre te tumba la madre. No lo brincan, ya lo saben, soy desgraciado, sicario recomendado. Problemas no los quieren, mi gente no de este lado. Muchachos, chamacos, escuchan mis cantos, por eso presentan respecto de santo. Soy el mexicano, puro mexicano, preséntame el patrón de los lagos. Yo soy de lo bueno, lo que tú no sabes. Te corto el pescuezo si chinga tu madre. Son los principales que hablan con claves. Si no te late que empieza el desmadre.
Todo lo que tengo en la vida me ha costado. Ni la fama ni el dinero me ha cambiado. Siguen chingando pero vamos coronando. Seguimos ganando, seguimos cantando. Todo lo que tengo en la vida me ha costado. Ni la fama ni el dinero me ha cambiado. Siguen chingando pero vamos coronando. Seguimos ganando, seguimos cantando. Compa, mi pasado no define mi presente, tampoco mi futuro, pura lírica potente. Eso es lo que escribo para toda mi gente. Ando en la ranfla escuchándome a gente, haciendo movidas con sudor en la frente. Las rimas que escribo caliente como aceite. Venimos sin freno a todo volumen. 3, 1, 3, 8, 10 se discuten. Falsos en el juego se difunden. Real hasta la muerte, loco siempre de costumbre. Todo lo que tengo en la vida me ha costado. Sigo en la lucha, puro peso pesado. Mira compa, a veces lo barato sale caro. Nadie nace paro cuando se quebran los platos. Pero sigo firme con los reales en mi esquina. Ya sabes que tranza escribiendo merca fina.